Mr. Chairman, members, thank you for the opportunity to speak. It's nice to see many of you. I also would like to thank the Lieutenant Governor and the Chairman specifically for allowing public comment at today's hearing. It is appreciated. I'm today representing an organization called Children at Risk and a project that it has called the Texas Family Leadership Council. I often come to this building and speak on behalf of child advocacy organizations. Today I'm speaking specifically on behalf of direct service nonprofit providers, the folks in your district who run the food banks, the folks in your district who run the child care centers, the folks in your district who run the after-school programs. They are very concerned about what's happening. They're very concerned that school violence will spill over from public schools into child care centers. They're very concerned that domestic terrorists won't just go to our Walmarts and will begin to go to our food banks. And from my perspective, these do seem like reasonable concerns for many of these organizations who are dealing with some of the most intense issues and communities and families in our state to be confronted with on a daily basis. They offer three to Senators Birdwell and Zaffarini's concerns, three specific recommendations for what Texas can do to improve and respond to this tragedy. Number one, invest in school-based mental health. You all have done a lot in the last couple of years, in the last more than a couple of years, to invest in mental health. It's a down payment. We can and do more. If you look at how school districts are asking to spend that federal ESSER dollars right now in this third round, they want to spend it on mental health. There is a need out there. Let's provide the resources necessary to meet that need. Secondly, let's expand the social safety net. I spent a lot of time in rural Texas. Gun violence in this state is not an urban issue. I was in Borger, I was in El Paso, I'm everywhere in this state. Gun violence is as much a rural issue as is an urban issue. And finally, we can do things to implement gun safety. We can do things bipartisan. This legislature just last session chose to regulate whether or not 18, 19, and 20-year-olds are allowed to openly carry firearms. There is precedent for regulating the possession of firearms based upon age, based upon the votes that many of the members of this committee themselves have made. Thank you. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.